What's the haps, folks? This is Professor App here with a Let's Play of Pentiment. Yes, now I'm finally starting a new series on this channel, and it's a game which I basically know almost nothing about, yes. So I've heard of this game Pentiment before, and I know I sort of have an idea of what the vague premise is. I mean, I think it's meant to be set in like the 16th, 17th century or something, and it's set in in somewhere in Europe. But I honestly have no idea what the gameplay is or what the plot's about, and that's honestly quite exciting, really. It's been a while since I've had a game that's like this. I mean, I've been a few games where I've gone in really knowing what I'm going to expect, like with Sam and Max. I had a vague idea of what I was going to get myself in for there. Same with like Siberia, and the other games I play in that series. And especially with other games that I really enjoy, like, I mean, even like Return of the Obra Dinn, that was a game that I sort of had an idea of what I was getting into, because I had a good idea of what the premise was going to be like, and I did end up really enjoying that. But this is a game where I basically know nothing about it, and honestly I don't even know what the gameplay's like or what it's about. And that's probably going to be quite a good thing. It'll be interesting to see how I react and see how it feels knowing like almost nothing about the game. I haven't really had that before. And I will say, already looking at the title screen like this is definitely interesting. I mean, this sort of ambient music and this weird book on the front here is going to be very interesting. And yeah, I don't really have much more to say about this because again, I know almost nothing about it, so I don't really know what else to talk about it. So why don't we get started and see what we've got in store for us in this new game here called Pentiment? Okay, let me just quickly check the options first. I'll leave the audio as it is for now, and then come back if it becomes too loud or too quiet. There are controls: move, interact, margins, journal map, journal quests, previous page, next page, journal zoom. Okay, that looks fairly straightforward. Oh, there are mini games in this as well. Oh, interesting. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, so why don't we get started and see what's in store for us in this very interesting looking game, Pentiment. Okay, new game. Easy read font. This game uses stylized fonts and writing effects that may be difficult for some readers. The Easy Read Fonts option improves legibility by disabling some fonts and writing effects. So you've got printer type, use stylized fonts or use easy read fonts. I think I'll use the stylized fonts for now. I think I can read those perfectly fine, but I'll see how I do when I get into the game. Use stylized fonts. Pentiment automatically saves your progress as you play the game. Okay, so that means there's no manual save, is there? Okay, that's interesting. I do find it annoying sometimes when there's no manual save option. What do I do here? Oh, I can move the rock, I see. This is in Latin, okay, so I don't really know what this says. Move the stone or press the stone. Oh, I'm rubbing it out, I see. This is interesting. Wonder why I'm doing that. Basically rubbed it all out now. Okay, here we go. Obsidian Entertainment Production, they're the ones who made this. Haven't played any of their other games before. Pentiment. Gotta say, I do like this art style. Capture that feeling of like an old 16th or 17th century painting. I love how it has music sheets for the music credits. So like a vague map of Europe. That's it. Casping, Bavaria, Holy Roman Empire, April 1518. An artist sleeps. An artist's mind. And Andreas. Okay, so that's me, I'm guessing. There's no voice acting in this game. Well, that's interesting. So Andreas, maybe this should come up with some voices here or something. So, and the abbot said to me, Andreas. Oh, I got a choice, interesting. I don't want you distracting the sisters in the library. I need you to finish this commission by the end of April. Keep your conversations with Brother Piero to a minimum. I wonder who Brother Piero is. Maybe I'll go with this one. Keep your conversation with Brother Piero, because I want to know who that is. Should we check the glossary? What can I do with the glossary? Oh, I can move around the sea. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, keep your conversations with Brother Piero to a minimum. Brother Piero is a source of wisdom and encouragement for you, though. Beatrice, okay, I'm sure that is. Socrates. Indeed, but the rule of the Christian contemplative life... So let's try it again. Indeed, but the rule of the Christian contemplative life demands that the brothers not engage in idle chatter. Saint Grobian looks like a jester. Jesus Christ, what a pack of dullards! Be happy you're only stuck there for a few more months, Andreas. Prester John. How did you reply to the abbot, Andreas? Okay, so I apologised and said I'd avoid unnecessary conversations in the future. I replied that the rule was for him, not for me. I'm an artist, not a monk. I just nodded and kept working. Let's go with this one. The rule was for him, not for me. And thank Christ for that! Haha! His calling is to God, yours is to your labour, and the illumination that it brings. It's the abbot's house, so everyone has to play by his rules, or rather, the rule. If I check the glossary now, let's just try something. Ah, the rule here, the rule. The Rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia is a book of instructions for monks living together under the guidance of an abbot. Written in the 6th century, the rule provides the principles for living a monastic life. Okay? Like, I've got a really long finger to point out the word it's talking about. Despite the abbot's ire, you must endure. Soon you will have finished both the abbot's work as well as your masterpiece. And then you will return to Nuremberg, where marriage and your new life as a master await you. Nuremberg, free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire, major trade centre and city of arts, including printing. Yes, marriage to someone who he has never met. Hardly ideal. Well, the alternative is becoming a philosopher. Oh, Jesus! Then you should definitely get married. Is she pretty, at least? Let's see, that's what my brother said in his letter, but maybe he's just trying to lift my spirits. The small portrait they sent was lovely, but we artists can be flatterers. Who knows, that's not why I'm doing it anyway. Let's go with this one. It's growing late. The wheel of time stops for no man, Andreas. I fear you must leave us. Ah, true, your majesty. Will you visit us again soon? Yeah, let's go with hopefully, but it's out of my control, your majesty. As are many things. Trust in providence. Grobian, please see Andreas safely home. Of course, your majesty. Until next time, Andreas. Until next time, your majesty. What the? Why are they all jesters? Pay no mind to the other fools, Andreas. Oh yeah, they call them fools as well. That's what they sometimes call jesters. I never do. I love this tiny boat he's in as well. It's very funny. Oh, he's still on my foot there. Ow! At least I would if they'd stop stepping on my feet. Watch where you're going. Heh, they're fools, Andreas. No point in trying to teach them anything. I know old John wants you to endure the abbot's shit, but since I take you home, I get the last word. Don't let him run, you ragged boy. Let's see. Let's do it'll be fine, I don't want to cause any trouble. That's no way to think about it. You need to stand up for yourself. I stood on my foot again. Gah! Would you please stop? He's done it again. Or has he kicked him over? I give up. Take me home, Grobian. Heh, as you wish, Andreas. Oh, who's that? Good morning, Ursula. Go on, and not sure that's meant to be. It's his daughter, his younger sister or something. Time to get up. Chapter 1, The Baron, April 1518. A few more pages back to the Abbey. So I've got quests here. It's a completely 2D plane, by the looks of things. So, a few more pages. Prime, hour 6. Another day, another few pages for the abbot, and hopefully a few for myself. I need to get across town and head up to the Abbey so I can start work at the scriptorium. What else we got here? Ex Libris, so these are, I guess these are characters or something. So I am Andreas Maler, 1518, Nuremberg. No other people, looks of things. So got maps. So I'm in Outer Tassing. I've got Tassing. I'm assuming that's pronounced Tassing or something. Outer Tassing, Kersau Abbey, and then Europe. Oh, Tassing. Tassing it is. Kersau Abbey, that's it. That V looks like a U there. Outer Tassing, and then Tassing. So where am I? So I'm at Gertner Farm, okay? I've got people. So we have Brother Piero Verona, artist of Kersau Abbey. Known for his kindness and helpful nature, Brother Piero is also respected as a master painter specialising in works of extraordinary colour. And then we have Ursula Gertneriu. Oh, is it Gertnerian? Yes. I can't seem to move up and down. Daughter of Peter and Clara, half-sister of Eva and Big George. Okay. That's everyone then. And then there's the glossary. Nuremberg and the rule. So what have we got here? I should really clean this up. This. The Picatrix, Key of Solomon, the Heptameron. Prior Fenric keeps giving me all these books to read. Oh, I missed the glossary there. Darn it, I missed the glossary. Let me try again. Oh, is that meant to be him there? Is that what he's trying to say? Ferenc, I think that's how you pronounce it. Don't want to go to bed. Let's go to Gertner House. It doesn't look like there's a manual save on this game, so I'll need to be a bit careful about when I save. About when I stop and start the videos. Okay, let's talk to Ursula. That's all that's meant to say. Okay. It's a fully 2D plane, so there's no walking up or down that. Oh, who's this? It's Clara, so that's is that her daughter, and then Eva. Let's talk to Clara. Good morning, Andreas. Did you sleep well? Quite well, actually, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad to hear it. Anyway, I know you'll be off to the Abbey. So I packed you some food. Almonds, cheese, and some of the rye you like from the Albans. I actually rubbed that out there. It was like a W, then it became an M. Otto wanted me to ask you to join him for dinner at the Abbey. Okay, who's Otto? It's that person there, okay. Otto stopped by? Yes, around dawn. Here you are, Andreas. Yeah, let's go with that one. Master Andreas, if it wouldn't be too much trouble, could we? Would it be too much trouble if you paid next month's rent today? Yeah, rubs out the O there and became an E. And if we raise it by 2 groschen, I think that's how you pronounce it. Groschen. A type of thick silver coin minted throughout the Holy Roman Empire. Groschen are typically worth 12 pfennigs, but may be minted at different values. I hate to ask, but we're behind on our taxes to the abbey. 2 months behind. Peter's losing his hair over it. Even more than usual, I mean. Okay, and who's Peter? Looks like he's got quite a lot of hair to me. I know what she's saying, it's a figure of speech. Let's see. Oh, what's this thought bubble here? Is that a settlement? I'm not sure how to respond? Isn't it? Besides, we won't want Peter to lose any more of his precious hair. Let me think. What would be the best thing to say here? Let's ask this one here where it says, wait, were these taxes unexpected? Peter says our taxes didn't go up for years, but ever since we've been married, it's just gone up and up. It used to be that if we didn't have the money, we could make payment in kind with some of our chops. Or crops, okay. The abbot stopped that last year. Now if we don't get a good price from the miller, it's hard to give the abbey its share. I know it's not your problem, Andreas, and Peter is too proud to ask you himself. Can you find it in your heart to help us out? I guess I'll go with this one. Yes, I think I can manage that. We're so grateful, truly, Andreas. I apologise again for asking. It's just awful to be stuck in such a position. Peter works hard, but it just never seems like it's enough. Saint Luke bless you for helping us out. Okay, Saint Luke. Saint Luke. Christian evangelist and patron saint of artists and physicians, often represented by a winged bull. Speaking of St. Luke, how is your masterpiece coming along? It's been 2 months now, hasn't it? Slowly, I'm afraid. Most of my days are spent doing work for the abbey. It's only during the Divine that Prior Ferenc allows me to work at my masterpiece. It's only during the Divine Office that Prior Ferenc allows me to work on my masterpiece. Okay, so Divine Office. So, Divine Office, the prayer times observed by all Christian monastic orders. Monks and nuns pray together 7 times a day and once at night, as dictated by the rule of Saint Benedict. A reasonable restriction, but slow going. The City Council doesn't require it to become a master. I'm making it mostly to show clients, and for my own sake. And yes, when I do finish, I will go back to Nuremberg, where I will marry and open a workshop of my own. I was going to say that's not meant to be no, is it? From Nuremberg to a university and now travelling the world as an artist. What a life you have ahead of you, Master Andreas. Yes, I suppose it does feel like I'm starting a new chapter in my life after... let's go with... a few missteps. It must be rather frightening, starting all over again. It is, but I know now this is what I want to do. Or this will be remembered. Not many people get to decide that. I wonder what that means when it says this will be remembered. Certainly not anyone in Tassing. Anyway, I don't know anything about art, but I've seen you sketching such beautiful things in your little book. Your masterpiece must be wonderful. I'll say it's getting there. Hard work will get you all the way. That's what my father used to say. God rest his soul. Now, I have to get back to my own work. Have a good day at the abbey, Andreas, and we'll see you after Vespers for supper. Okay, what's Vespers? Monastic hour at dusk. One of the major prayer hours, it is followed by supper. Not tonight, but thank you. Klaus Drucker invited me over for supper. Is that person there? Of course, please say hello to the Druckers for us. Of course. Until later, Clara. There's Eva as well, I've not spoken to Eva. Hello, Andreas. Okay, nothing else to say. Oh, Clara again. Hello, Clara. Can you spare a moment to chat? Of course, Andreas. How could I help? Exactly, yeah, let's have a look at this one. Exactly how much are you short? Oh, well, about 2 guldens worth. So, the gold coins used as currency throughout the Holy Roman Empire. Though different standards exist for the gold in different regions, it is generally equivalent to the Florentine florin. If you can't pay your rent early, that's alright. I'm sure we can find some way to pay the abbot. And I'll say, no, yeah, I'll have my payment for you, I was merely curious. Ah, I see. Peter's too proud of a man to ask for to clarify when there's still ground to till. I'm sorry, I should have asked you about rent in the first place. You're young and you have your own life to head. Let's go if you're sure. I am. I apologise for putting our burdens onto you, Andreas. That wasn't Christian of me. Please don't mention this to Peter. He would hate to know that I bothered you about all our troubles. You won't know a thing. Thank you, Andreas. Until later, Clara. Okay, that's everything in here. Let's head outside. Let's quickly check. Let me just check the glossary. What's the button again? Is it Y? There we are. Yes, need to head over to the abbot to speak to him then. I need to try and get money for them as well. Check people. Oh, there's a lot of people here. So we have Clara Gertnerin, second wife of Peter Gertner, mother of Ursula, known for her kindness and her concern for her husband's health. Then we have Klaus Drucker. Klaus Drucker is a Tassing town printer, husband to his wife Marie and father to Berthold. Although Tassing is an unusual place for a printing press, he does brisk trade with pilgrims and other travellers on the Imperial Road. You have Eva Gertnerin, daughter of Peter Gertner and his wife Christine. Eva was largely raised by her brother and father. Okay. Now Prior Ferenc of Paix, is that it? Yeah, it looks like a P to me. Originally from Hungary, Ferenc is the prior of Kursav Abbey and is responsible for running the scriptorium, known for his interest in esoteric books. We've got these people. So Otto Zimmermann, town carpenter and son of old Otto, known for his dislike of the abbey, especially Father Gernot. Now Peter Gertner, husband of Clara, father of Big George, Eva and Ursula, known for his temper and his dislike of the abbey and Leonhard Müller. Brother Piero of Verona. Yeah, I think I've seen Ursula, I've read those, yep. Okay, that's everything. Okay, let's head out into the farm. Okay, we've got people here. They only wander along this path, okay. Let's quickly check the other map. So the priory is the abbey is where? Let's have a look. Oh, the abbey's up there. So yeah, I need to go north to the abbey. God, a lot of people. Oh, let me do that. Oh, Big George. Morning, Andreas. Morning, Big George. How's it going? You working today? Just taking a rest for a bit. Dad's still in the field. Oh, they've got the apostrophe in the wrong place. He hit a big rock with the plough, and it took me Lord knows how long to pull it out. You off to the abbey? Yeah, every day but Sunday. Right. Thank God for Sundays. Smells like a storm's coming, no? Huh? Just smells like fresh Alpine air to me. You've been travelling too much. Where was it you spent your Wandiara before you came to Tassing? Was it Vondiara? So, Vondiara. Yeah, wandering years during which a genuine artist or craftsman travels far and wide to improve their skills. Oh, I get to choose which one, I guess. Background. Pick a background that will affect your character's choices going forward. Press and hold to confirm your choice. Oh, this is interesting. So I actually get to choose what I did, and this will affect things later on. I wasn't sure if this would be in the game. Like they had like choice which affect the outcome of what will happen. So we've got Basel, where Andreas knows some Italian and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Basel and nearby Bern, Zurich, and Freiburg. The Low Countries. Andreas knows some Dutch and French and can reference cultural touchstones from Antwerp, Bergis, and Ghent, and Italy. Andreas knows Italian, a little Greek, and can reference cultural touchstones from Florence, Venice, and Milan. Let's go with the Low Countries and know some Dutch and French. Okay, let's go with that. Low Countries. Oh, I need to hold it. Antwerp, Bergis, and Ghent. All the great art cities of Flanders. Where's that? North and west, down by the sea. There's your problem. The sea air has confused your sense of smell. Spend enough time in those mountains and you'll be able to smell a storm coming. How long will that take? 10, 15 years? I don't think I have that long, Big George. What do you spend all that time in Flanders doing anyway? Other than art, I mean. Oh, another background part. It's got hedonist, craftsman, bookworm, rapscallion, businessman. So let's see, hedonist. Andreas seeks out pleasure wherever he goes. He is extremely social and quite experienced in all the enjoyable vices of the world. Craftsman. Andreas lives to work and dedicates all of his time to his art. Bookworm. Andreas spends all of his non-working free time finding and reading as many books as he possibly can. Rapscallion. Andreas has a penchant for getting involved in petty schemes, pranks, minor crimes and fistfights. Or businessman. Andreas devotes much of his time to self-promotion, optimizing business expenses, making investments and balancing his books. Let's see, let's try... Let's go with bookworm. Reading mostly, and talking about books. I couldn't get enough of it. Flanders has some of the most incredible manuscript illustrators in Christendom. And the books they produce are treasures, every one. I didn't realise that books meant that much to you. I've seen Father Thomas's Bible and a few other books. I haven't had much use for reading though. Anyway, I have to get going. That's Peter. George, let's go! Dad's already acting like I'm talking too long even though I did all the work to get that rock out. See you later, Andreas. Until later. It was Big George. Talk to him again. That's Peter there, I think it is. Let's have a chat with him. Andreas! Don't have anything else to say. What about you? Ill Peter. Oh, he doesn't. He looks a very strange character. Is that his hair or something? He's got like a beard. That's it's weird looking, man. God bless you. Ah, Andreas. Ah, oh yes, Andreas. As well as being god awful. This town's gone to shit since my days. I don't think the townsfolk can do much about the weather. Eh? Well, of course they wouldn't know how to do anything now. No one follows the old ways anymore. The old abbot didn't bother us much about our customs. He didn't mind if we left a little offering to Perkta to keep the skies clear, the weather fair. So Perkta, pagan goddess of the Alps associated with animals and spinning wool. She is still invoked by some Christians in Austria, Switzerland, Bavaria and Swabia. Yeah, I thought, yeah, with any reference to God or Christ, they end up getting added later, don't they? Matthias knew that Christ was in our hearts, even if the White Lady's name was on our lips. Still, I thought Saint Moritz protected Tassing. Yes, and Saint Sassia too. But who do you think protected it before they came along? And that person is Saint Sassia, one of Tassing's patron saints. Sassia was a local pagan who converted to Christianity and miraculously aided Saint Moritz's soldiers with food in the dead of winter. She was martyred for her actions. Oh dear. The saints weren't the first to watch over Tassing. My father knew that. Old Rannig Kemper knew that. Rannig Kemper, the late husband of Attilia. Okay. That bastard abbot may not like it, but some of us keep the traditions alive. I won't mention that at the abbey yet. I think that's probably a good idea. Pah! The abbey. Perkta's hounds take the abbot. So look at that again. Yeah, I've read that one. Right. I should go. Alright, God bless you. Off we go then. Oh, there's sheep blocking the way, yeah, looks like it. Goes to Town Commons then. So that's the farm. Let me just quickly check the map. So the Town Commons, okay, so this is I'm now in Tassing. And the abbey is, let's have a look, where's the abbey? Can't actually see the abbey on here. Let's quickly check out Tassing. So where am I? Okay, so I'm there. And I need to go... Yeah, I need to go east, and then east and north, that's right, to the abbey. So we've got Andreas, and he looks like a blacksmith. What's this here? Andreas Schmidt's smithy. It's so much smaller than the one he uses at the abbey. Well, there's sheep blocking the way by the looks of things. Talk to Andreas. Oh, Andreas, good timing. Do you have a moment to lend me a hand? Of course. Wonderful. I've got too many irons in the fire. Or rather, shoes. Horseshoes. I miscounted how many I put in. Now I need a hand, else they'll overheat and I won't be able to work the metal. It's one of these mini games, yet thought so. Here, take the shoe and the tongs. Put the hot part of the shoe on the anvil and I'll hit it with a hammer. Okay, like that, and then press. Like that. Now this way around. This is quite cool, actually. I didn't think there'd be mini games like this. Good, good. Next one. Thought I said one. Ah, well done. See? Short work. Thanks for the help, Andreas. I don't know what I was thinking doing all about those at once. Sure would be nice to have someone to help me out here every day. Have you considered an apprentice? I have. None of the boys in the village seem interested. Keep at them. I bet you could get Bert Drucker. And who's that? Here's one of the boys, okay? Ha! Klaus would have my head if I... say again. Ha! Klaus would have my head if I tried. And Klaus is that person there. Anyway, I don't want to take up any more of your time. I'll see you and Otto up by the Abbey Quest House for dinner. Otto is who again? Ah, that person. Until then. All these sheep blocking the way. Well, there's lots of sheep, isn't there? Martin, please, can you give me a hand here? What do you want? I'm keeping an eye on them. That looks a lot like standing there and doing nothing. Martin, for Christ's sake, help your cousin. Ah, morning, Andreas. Excuse us. Well, the fence rails fell and the sheep... Oh yeah, I thought it said ours like for a minute there. One of the fence rails fell and the sheep started hopping it. So let's have a click this one here. Should I offer? Should I offer to help? Okay, so perhaps helping others also helps us. It allows us to feel useful and take satisfaction in our work. That idiot Martin should be helping them. Yell at him, give him a good scare. Yeah, I'll go with that. Then again, I don't know anything about sheep, and I'd probably just get in their way. Is there something I can do to help? Let's go with this. Have you ever handled sheep before? Well, no. Then no, but thank you. Christian of you to offer. Oh look, there's something going on up at the set of the... What's that? Steinhauer's place. It looks like there's a fight. Can't hear what they're saying though. Who's that on the horse? Looks rich. I don't know, Martin, but Lucky is giving him an earful. I haven't seen Lucky that worked up since Peter and Clara's wedding when Johann pulled his pants down. Oh dear, I don't want to see that. Knocked two of my man's teeth out. You don't want to feel the strength behind a stonemason's anger. Do you think he's a noble? He looks really rich. Damn it, Martin! Stay out of trouble for once. Oh, god damn it, rather. What, Aunt Hetty? Behave yourself. Don't we have enough to deal with right now? Andreas, if you wouldn't mind moving your skinny little body up the road, we need to get these sheep under control. Of course. See you later. Let's go this one. Help your aunt and your cousin, alright. Eat shit, Andreas. This will be remembered. Oh, he's probably not going to like that, is he? Go that way, or should I go and see what's happening here? Well, I'm stuck to these paths, aren't I? So I can't go that way. Just double check. I'll go around there. I guess I need to go around the long way. Can't go this way, can I? Because there are sheep in the way. Yeah, I can't go that way. Maybe I'm not supposed to see them just yet. Okay, let's head this way. Sheep blocking that way. Let's go to the church and Druckers. At the Drucker house. There's Klaus there. That was weird. Morning, Andreas. How's it going? Morning, Klaus. Another day at the Abbey, rather. Another few hours to work on my masterpiece. Good to hear. You still coming by for supper tonight? Marie and Bert would love to see you. You really need to see these new woodcuts I have for an Italian edition of Till Eulenspiegel. Till Eulenspiegel, the titular character of a popular 15th century book. Till is a prankster, continually exposing the vices and hypocrisy of others. He is also quite skilled at tricking people into smelling, touching, or eating his excrement. Lovely. I didn't realise Father Thomas let you print books in Italian. Come on, Andreas, he's not that strict. I know he's just trying to protect people from... Oh, what's he trying to protect them from? Piercy? Sure, why not? Some of the things people are publishing these days would make a bishop's head spin. Or an abbot's. Heh, doesn't take much with that one. I know it, but at least I don't have to deal with him much. So, supper tonight, after Vespers? Yeah, I've read that one before. I think if it's dotted, that means you've already seen it. Of course, thank you. Great. I'll tell Marie and Bert you're coming. See you then. Who's Marie? Let's have a quick check. That's Marie and that's Bert, okay? See you later. I can't go in there, can I? No, it looks like it's locked. Can I head down? Oh no, it doesn't look like it. It's Thomas. God bless, Master Maler. I hope your week is going well. Yeah, I'm just on my way up the hill. Good, good. Andreas, I don't recall seeing you at Sunday morning Mass. You understand how important it is for your salvation that you receive Holy Communion, don't you? Sometimes I just stayed up. I just stayed up too late on Saturday. I don't want to get into an argument with him about this. Yeah, I thought you might say this asshole can't make you go to Mass. To hell with him. Let's go with this one. Mass can be an uplifting experience, remember? Right. There's no need to argue. I should make a better effort to get to Sunday Mass. Yes, I apologise, Father Thomas. I promise I'll make it this Sunday. You don't have to make a promise to me, but our salvation is contingent on the... Uh-oh. Oh my, what a blessed day to receive such an illustrious visitor. Master Maler, this is Lorenz, Baron of Kolvogel, a great lord from the countryside near Worms. That's how you pronounce it? Worms. Prosperous imperial city, free city in the western part of the empire. Located on the Rhine River, Worms has been the site of many imperial diets. Okay, what should I give for Lorenz, okay? Good to see you, Father Thomas. It is nice to be remembered fondly. I only wish all of your neighbours here as welcoming. Well, yes. What brings you back to our little town? My wife and I were returning from a trip to Venice. We spent a few days in Innsbruck and it was terribly dull. So Innsbruck, capital of the Austrian county of Tyrol and major stop on the imperial road connecting Italy and Bavaria. Bavaria. It is the closest major city to Kiesav Abbey and Tassing. Notably, it was also the site of witch trials in 1485, and Venice, one of the most powerful republics on the Italian peninsula. Sitting on the northwest coast of the Adriatic Sea, Venice is a major centre for commerce and art in southern Europe. I mean, it has a certain charm common to these Alpine cities, but the place was crawling with nobles for the Emperor's diet. Okay, let's see what it means by diet. An imperial diet is an assembly of the three colleges of the imperial estates of the Holy Roman Empire, the prince-electors, the princes and dukes, and representatives of the imperial cities. They meet to deliberate on matters of importance to the empire. The Emperor? Was he there? Did you see him? Oh, briefly, but he was sitting for a portrait at the time. Quite lovely. I didn't want to bother him or the painter. Let's go with who was the artist. I'm sure you know him, an older man from Nuremberg with what was that to say? Enough, rather. From Nuremberg with enough of a reputation to paint the Emperor. I'm sorry, my lord, I'm not sure who you mean. I've not heard of Albrecht Dürer. Pity. I thought he was known across the Empire. And then Albrecht Dürer. Albrecht Dürer is a renowned painter and printmaker from Nuremberg. He is revered in Venice as well as across the Holy Roman Empire. Since 1512, he has enjoyed the patronage of Emperor Maximilian I. Anyway, my wife wants to stay a bit longer in Innsbruck, and I decided to ride ahead to make a visit to Kursav. I heard Father Matthias died shortly after my visit, of course. Yeah, Father Matthias, let's have a look. Abbot of Kursav before Father Gernot. Widely respected by the monks and nuns as well as the people of Tassing, known for his kindness and his love of books. A great loss for the Abbey and for us all. Indeed, by good fortune, I recently came across a copy of the Historia Tassing he was reading during my last visit. An account of the early history of Tassing. Kursav's previous abbot, Father Matthias, had a copy. Baron Rothvogel brought another to the Abbey as a gift. Father Matthias was hoping to find a second copy to corroborate the contents of the first. It contains some fascinating details about the history of this place. I'm afraid they might even cause a bit of a scandal. Ah, yes. I must be off. There will be time enough to discuss Tassing's past later. I commissioned a manuscript from the Abbey through Father Gernot, and I have come to check in on its progress. Oh, my lord, if you have come to see your manuscript, you should speak with young Master Maler here. Let's go, yeah, it's an honour to meet you, my lord. Andreas is a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. For the next few months, he's also helping in the Abbey scriptorium. So that's a room for writing, illustrating and illuminating manuscripts. Though typically associated with monasteries, they have disappeared from almost all abbeys by the 16th century. A Nuremberg artist working in an abbey scriptorium in 1518. Oh, we should talk, Andreas. We should talk, Andreas. I must know the story. Let's go. Yes, of course, my lord. It would be an honour. To be remembered. Wonderful. It's so rare to find someone in the countryside who knows anything about art. Thank you for the introduction, Father Thomas. Come to supper at the Abbey tonight. I'm inviting you to the Abbot's table. Did the Abbot invite me? Oh, don't worry about it, Father. Just show up after Vespers. What's he going to do, refuse us? Excellent, we will see you then. Niklaus, I'm dismounting. Run ahead of us and take the horses to the Abbey's guest house. I'd like to take my time talking with Master Maler. I'll meet you there. At once, my lord. Okay, off we go then. So then, a journeyman from Nuremberg. Forgive me for saying so, but you seem a little old to not yet be a master. Are you unmarried? No, I'm not married, but in truth I came to my vocation later than my father and brothers. I was in university for a number of years, at Erfurt. Erfurt, I think it is. Erfurt is one of the most popular cities in the Empire and is located near its heart. It has been home to a respected university since 1379 and is a centre for humanist thought. Erfurt? Wonderful! The same university as Martin Luther. Have you read his works? Tremendous mind. Martin Luther, priest and professor of theology at the University of Wittenberg. Controversial for his opinions on the church's sales of indulgences to forgive sin, which were recently published and distributed throughout the empire. He says things about the church that should have been said years ago. Might get him into trouble, but he's a brave, brilliant man. Wait, you may have even met him. You may have even met him. Did you? You just tell me. No. He was a few years ahead of me. Still, his ideas do seem fascinating. I agree, wholeheartedly. I simply must meet him if I get the chance. I wonder if the good brothers of the abbey have heard of him. Perhaps they have even read his list of 95 theses against the church. 95 theses, that's interesting. A list of propositions against the church's practice of selling indulgences for the remission of sin. It was written in 1517 by Martin Luther. Father Matthias was not above having a lively debate. I hope Father Gernot does not disappoint in that regard. It's that person there who's the father of the abbey, I'm guessing. But enough about Luther for now. Tell me about your university studies. Forgive me, Baron, but did you attend university? You seem very well educated. No. My family is merely wealthy enough to have provided me with all of the books and tutors a child could dream of. I love all knowledge, from Aristotle and Cicero to Ficino and Erasmus, and everyone in between and yet to come. He's got Aristotle, Greek philosopher and student of Plato. Renowned as a polymath, he wrote on a wide variety of subjects. His work is extensively cited by current scholars, and even more works attributed to him than he could have ever written. And then Erasmus. Erasmus of Rotterdam, a Dutch priest and philosopher who is preeminent among northern humanists. He is known for his works in Latin and Greek, as well as his calls for reform within the church. And Ficino. Marsilio Ficino was a 15th century Italian priest and humanist who was once one of the leading figures of the Italian Renaissance. He is well known for his translations of the works of Plato into Latin and Cicero. Statesman, scholar, lawyer, and renowned orator of the late Roman Republic. He is revered both for his contributions to Latin literature and his skill at rhetoric. I may have misjudged the Baron. It seems he is as well read as any university student. I think he said that in his head. In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? In truth, I am simply happy to speak with another well-educated man. Now then, did you earn your doctorate? And why did that? That was weird. No, I didn't. Only a master's degree. I started working toward a doctorate, but didn't finish. Oh, that's a shame. Well, what was your area of study? Okay, right, so this is another one I get to choose. Got theology, imperial law, or medicine. A strong understanding of Catholic theology, biblical knowledge, canon laws, heresies, and similar subjects. The basics of fractured systems of law that govern the various states of the Holy Roman Empire, or medicine. And the basics of human biology, medicine, and illness. Let's go with imperial law. Law. I suppose I thought I could practice in Nuremberg. I never had much interest in the subject, honestly, but dull for my tastes. Besides, the Empire is such a mess of jurisdictions. Bavarian law, Rhenish law, Franconian law. Nonsense. I'd rather use my money to pay someone who'd study the nonsense than learn it myself. Oh, who's that? You! If I had any faith, I would have prayed you'd never show your face here again. So she knows him then. Curse you, Lorenz Rothvogel. Perta's dogs tearing you to pieces would be too kind of a fate. These rustic communities display a shocking lack of hospitality, don't you think? He's probably not a nice man, is he? Let's go say nothing. Probably better in that regard. Well, what of your early time in university? Every student must study the trivium and quadrivium, yes? Is They represent the lower and upper divisions of a classic liberal arts university education. It's Latin, so we've got grammar, logic and rhetoric form the trivium, arithmetic, geometry, music and astronomy form the quadrivium. Did you have a favourite subject? Okay, so we've got Latin, logician, orator, occultist, or heavens and earth. Let's go with the logician, so I know about calculations, things like that. Logic, geometry and arithmetic. Quite interesting for an artist. Was Aristotle's organon the foundation of your study? Yes, the organon for logic and Euclid's elements for geometry, but the past few centuries have yielded wonderful new texts on logic. Peter Abelard provides the foundation of scholastic philosophy and established the primacy of Aristotle's work. Oh, I missed that. The Englishman William of Ockham gave us the Summa Logica, arguing nominalism against Platonic realism. See what's William of Ockham? 13th and 14th century English Franciscan philosopher and theologian. Known for his commentaries on Peter Abelard's 4 books of sentences, his defence of apostolistic poverty, and his writings on faith and reason. And of course, Thomas Aquinas gave us the tools to employ both faith and reason in the pure pursuit of truth. All monks and friars, of course. A great deal of work to force Aristotle to fit within the Church's vision of truth. Is that so wrong? I question these great men should have had to wrestle logic into what the Church established by fate and force. Is that fiat? Is that what's meant to be fiat? And your other studies? Was there anything else you excelled at? Let's go with orator, because a public speaker and persuader. The art of persuasion, naturally. Rhetoric. Ah, I assume you studied the Greeks and Romans both? Yes, Aristotle and Cicero, of course, but also Christian thinkers like Augustine and Thomas Aquinas. So let's see, we've got Thomas Aquinas, an immensely influential philosopher, theologian and jurist in the tradition of scholasticism. Can't really say it, speak at the moment. And then Augustine. Saint Augustine of Hippo was an early Christian philosopher, theologian and bishop of Hippo Regius. He is recognised as a doctor of the Church and is most known for his works The City of God and his autobiographic confessions, as well as his development of the doctrine of original sin. True, we have less use for public discourse than senators did in the Roman Republic. Exactly, the doctors of the Church weren't trying to persuade politicians, but to move the mind towards Christian truth. Still, the principles remain the same. Invent your arguments, then arrange, style, and internalise them before delivering them to your audience. Splendid, though I suppose an artist has little use for rhetoric, especially in a place such as this. Not true. Rhetoric is also an art. And like other forms of art, it should be created for the audience and its purpose. It can be practiced as easily in the streets of a rural town as in the Curia of Rome. Though outshone by its northern neighbour, Florence, Rome is still the seat of power for the Catholic Church and an impressive centre for the arts. Well put. Ah, there's the abbey. I have good memories of this place, and of Father Matthias. I was sad to hear of his passing. How did you come to know him? How did you come to know of Kearsau at all? My family have been patrons of Kearsau for, I don't know how many generations. Some years ago I heard that Kearsau still had a wonderful library and artisans. Professional artists have taken over most manuscript production, so I was shocked to find an active scriptorium here. Yeah, I was going to say that's not meant to be Keir, is it? It's meant to be here. Let's go with the artists that remain here are quite talented and a bit old-fashioned. Well, Kearsau is more than a bit old-fashioned. Some of my friends think I'm mad for commissioning a manuscript from an abbey in this day and age. But, well, my family have been patrons of Kearsau for generations. It seems wrong to stop now while there's still talent here. I commissioned a manuscript through Father Gurnot a year ago, I thought I would stop by and check on the progress. Wait, are you the artist working on it? It's a prayer book with 20 illustrations. I know the work, but no. I do know the artist well, the venerable Brother Piero. How venerable? He still has his wits and his skills, if that's what concerns you. Brother Piero has an incredible talent with colour. I very much look forward to seeing it. It's moving on its own there. Okay, finally at the Abbey then. Niklaus, tend to the horses and the baggage. I'm heading up to the Abbey. Yes, my lord. Well, let's not keep the Abbot waiting any longer. They're from the Abbey as well. Nuns. Quite unusual for a Benedictine house to have monks and nuns, even if they are separated. Founded in the 6th century, the Benedictines are a Christian monastic order that observes vows of obedience, poverty, chastity, and stability under the rule of Saint Benedict of Nursia. The church closed most of them centuries ago. But then, Kirsau is a place out of time in more ways than one. Let's go. Do you know Mother Cecilia? She seems to recognise you. We are acquainted, yes. Let's leave it at that. Is this the father yet? Ah, you must be Father Gernot. I am Lorenz, Baron of... Yes, the Baron of Rothvogel. So wonderful to have you here again. We actually did meet on your last visit. Ah, if you say so. I am not good with remembering faces. Please forgive me, my lord, but I wasn't expecting you for another few days. Yes, I know, but I rode ahead. I just couldn't wait to see my manuscript. I'm sure it's no trouble. Yes. I mean, no, it's no trouble. Did you want to see it now? Oh, in a moment. I could do with a bit of refreshment, though. May I grab something from the kitchen? It doesn't look like he's happy to see him, if I'm being honest. Yes, certainly, my lord. I will meet you there. Andreas, I don't know what you're doing with the Baron, but I need you in the scriptorium now. What was in my Book of Hours? A type of illuminated manuscript that contains an abbreviated form of the prayers for the divine office in addition to other religious texts. Most are relatively plain, but wealthy patrons often commission lavish examples with elaborate illustrations, okay? Of course, Father, I'm eager to get to work. Then get to work! Shit. I should have asked him about an advance for the Gertner's taxes. Oh no. Maybe I could just convince Brother Matthew to pay me early. Who's Brother Matthew again? Okay, that person. Find a way to get paid, okay? I'm wondering if it's saved now. Let me just double check. Yeah, ask Father Gernot, okay? Oh, there's more information about me then, I guess. What I've chosen. A few more information about the people. This looks like I'm in the near the scriptorium. Oh, I'm over there, so the scriptorium's over where I need to go, okay? Wonder if it's saved at all. Okay, I'm not sure if it's saved. Let me see if I can go somewhere. Let's go to the shrine. Ah, yeah, it's saved there, I think. That's what that save icon means. If I just, let's just wait a few seconds, I'll go back out again. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now it's saved. Okay, well, I think I'm probably going to stop here then. So I think that will because I'm going for a while. I think it's probably a good place to stop here. So yeah, this is definitely interesting so far. It looks like there's actually quite a lot of decisions and choices you need to make in this, and maybe it'll look like maybe it'll be one of those games where like a lot of different playthroughs are actually quite different based on the choices that you've made. And I wonder if it'll be a case where it might be a case where there are some decisions that you can't do every single thing in the game, because it sounds like you might have to help one person while avoiding helping someone else, is in return for that. But yeah, this is definitely like an interesting start. I mean, it looks like there's a lot of dialogue as well, which it's going to be interesting having to manage that, especially if there's no voice acting in this game. That'll be see how I'll do with that and how I'll do with always doing these voices. But I hope you all look forward to starting off this journey with Pentiment with me. And if you like this video, then please give it a like. If you're not already, subscribe. It really does help me out to get my channel known. If you want to see more content like this, like more Pentiment, or if you have any suggestions for what other games should play in the future, then please leave a comment in the comment section below. And until next time, folks, bye.